All right. So since 1974, this great company called Enagic, they're producing this wonderful technology called Kangen machine. Okay. So since 1974, this company is producing this wonderful technology called Kangen machine. And in 1974, they were only producing the biggest version of this technology that I'm presenting to you this evening. And that bigger size was only for hospital to use to get good water or quality water to supply to the patient in the hospital. Okay, is a very bigger size of it. So they run it for good 20 years in Japan, only to supply it to hospital. All right. But in 1994, that is after they run it for 20 good years in Japan in hospital, that is when they now produce the level look SA501 domestic model unit, which is the one that we are using in our home. And that is the one that we are actually presenting to everyone that is joining us on call tonight. So once again, I want to specially welcome you to this Zoom tonight. Now, before we go in depth to this presentation, I like to actually start my presentation by discussing about the way we store our water in every part of the world, not just Africa alone. So many countries of the world, this is where they store their water, in this cheap plastic. Now, in Nigeria, we have so many companies that actually produce water in these plastics. We are not talking about any company product, but we are just talking about the way and manner they package their product. Now, these plastics, there is a chemical used in producing these plastics, and that chemical is called bisphenol. You can see it on the blackboard. Bisphenol is a harmful chemical that the longer the water stays in the plastics, the more emission that happens. And you see, the chain of distribution of this water, of this product, okay, before the consumption stage, it must have spent of 1 month, 2 months, 3 months before it gets to consumers. And the seller of this product, you see, keep it in front of their office in order to display so that you and I can get to know that they are having it on sales. Now, when the ray of sun hits on these plastics, that chemical called bisphenol will also emit more into the water to destroy the property of the water. Now, bisphenol is actually responsible to the rising of disease both in adults and children. So it's one of the chemicals that causes disease in human body. So we need to stop storing our water in these plastics. And one of the ways is, and that is the reason why we are coming up to bring to you Kangen machine, Kangen technology. Now here we have the world map. Like I said, in 1990s, can you mute yourself? In 1994, this technology this company produced the smaller version of this technology called level SA501 and released network systems to distribute this product around the world. Now, until 2003, before the network left Lusaka, Japan, and launched an office in New York, from New York, they were able to spread to different countries of the world that you are seeing here. That is why we have one of our main offices in the United States of America. And just this year, we're able to open Nigeria office. Adeyemi Jones there, 18A, House 18, Olutoye Crescent at Adeyemi Jones Ikeja. So Nigeria is actually spearheading the distributions of this technology in the whole Africa. That's why a lot of countries of the world have been enjoying this for donkey years, but we are just having it in Africa, okay? And to the glory of God, last year, August, I was able to get to know about this, and since then we're propagating this technology. So over 25 countries were having energy present, and over 42 locations, different branches around the world where this technology is being distributed. Kangen machine produced by Enagic company. Now, Kangen actually is a Japanese word because it is a group of Japanese doctors that went in the research of what we are going to talk about. And after they succeed in producing the Kangen machine, they decided to call it Kangen. Kangen means back to origin. That is, the more you have access to water from this technology, the more your body will slow down in aging process. Now, the research that was done in 1950 by a group of Japanese doctors discovered that spring water, that is rock water, this water actually heals people's body. That's why in most spots where we have spring water around the world, most people that have access to the water, they usually calling it miracle water. And that's why you see a lot of people queuing up. And that is the reason why group of Japanese doctors collect water in so many countries, in France, in India, in Mexico, Germany, and Saudi Arabia. In Saudi Arabia, they call spring water Samsung water. A lot of people that travel down usually bring this water down to Nigeria. Now, when this group of Japanese doctors led by Shiriaka discovered that all mountain water contain same property, and the property found in mountain water is called active hydrogen. Active hydrogen is, if it's found in your water, it will contain antioxidant and also anti-aging. Reason for that is because it contains negative ORP. ORP means oxidation reduction potential. It is negative. Why every other water is positive. Now, all mountain water contain this active hydrogen, and in spelling it out of it, it contains these three major properties. And after form and make a Kangen water, having a rock also inside Kangen machine, okay, that rock is called titanium. And inside Kangen machine also produce the same active hydrogen that is found in mountain water. So Kangen machine is a replica of spring water in your home. Now, in Kangen machine produce different type of water, but we're going to talk about more about the one we are drinking. Okay, that is what we call Kangen water. Number one, it contains antioxidant. I think I need to mute everybody because the distraction is just too much. Now, it contains antioxidant. The antioxidant mean, or antioxidation mean, because the charge is negative ORP. When they check it, it is negative, and every other water is positive. And because of that, it is an antioxidant water, and it slows down aging in your body when you continue to drink the water from Kangen machine. Everything around us is oxidized because the oxygen that we breathe is highly oxidized. So that makes our food, our water, our drinks, everything is highly oxidized because the environment is highly oxidized. For you to know that the oxygen is highly oxidized, if you open a fresh apple, you see the freshness. After about some few minutes, it becomes brown. That's to tell you that the oxygen is highly oxidized. And the more we live in highly oxidation environment, the faster we age. To know more about oxidation, there is another object called tomato. Tomato is another typical fruit that you can actually know oxidation faster. When tomato is fresh, a woman used to cook a very nice soup. But once it becomes rotten, that is oxidation present. So what we are saying here is, in tomato, you quickly recognize oxidation present, also in apple. But when it comes to water, you cannot know. Living tissue plus oxidation in water, it leads to sicknesses. That is, if the water you are consuming to your body systems is highly oxidized, it will lead to sicknesses in the human body. Now, when water moves from fresh to oxidized, it doesn't take taste, color, or smells. The color remains the same. To check oxidation in water, I'm going to use this table chart and ORP meter, the oxidation reduction potential meter. This meter is actually used by people that do swimming pool business. In swimming pool, you need the oxidation present in the swimming pool to be above 1,000 to 1,500 millivolt and above, so that if there is any disease in anybody, it will be able to transfer. This oxidation will destroy it. Now, but in the water that we drink should be free from oxidation. Now, if you look at fruits and cod liver oil and every other thing there, the vitamin C, they're all, minus charge. When you check it with ORP meter, the same thing is Kangen water. And Kangen water gives you 400 negative and above. The higher the negative, the more antioxidation present in the water. And when the water contains negative charge, then it is an anti-aging. It will reduce oxidative stress in the human body. But once the reading is showing plus, it's showing number without a plus, without a minus, then it is oxidation present. That means aging is highly oxidized. So for us to get to know more about this, I have a video that I want us to watch. This video will tell us how water moves from fresh to become oxidized, and reason why we need to stay away from oxidation water. Now, this video is done by one of our leaders, Mr. Simon, and here we have the presence of tap water. We have tap water. We also have RO water. Okay. We also have mineral water and soft drinks. And the next is Kangen water. Like I said, if you look at all this water, there is no difference about them. Okay? But a lot of differences are in this water. So this meter will tell us whether this water is also rotten as that tomato that we checked earlier. So here is the meter. Now, once it is showing minus, that is oxidation free. But when there is no minus, then there is a plus. That means oxidation present. Now, this is a tap water. Tap water is between 400 and above. And here is reverse osmosis water, 420 or 430 and above. These are rotten water. These are dead water. So this kind of water will causes acid reflux in human body. Now you can see sugar content now is more. The more we drink that into our body system, the more oxidation present. Now there is Kangen water is 500 negative and above. That is what makes the water to become fresh, and that makes the water to become antioxidant. And we all know the presence or the importance of antioxidant in the human body. The reason why we need to check all this water, because human body is made up of 70% of water. So water takes a larger part in human body. When we are able to get it right in area of water, then we begin to live a good life without the second property that is contained in Kangen water is alkalinity. When we talk about alkaline, we have two types of alkaline. First, we have induced alkaline, and what we are presenting to you tonight is called ionization. First, let me talk about ionization. Ionization is a process where Kangen water will help you without adding anything into the water to separate the water into two parts. When it goes through the gemstone inside the machine, the Kangen water will separate it at the outer hose. Two hoses there, positive electron hose and negative electron hose. So the positive electron hose will discharge the bad water that is supplying to the water, into the machine. While the negative one is the Kangen one where we are drinking. Okay? Now, if you check the pH, it will give you one of the best pH, which is above 8.5, 9, and 9.0, which you can actually change the pH setting on the Kangen machine. Now, the second alkaline is called induced. What do I mean by that? Induction means when you add baking soda into water, it gives you alkaline. Or add lime into water, it gives you alkaline. Or get a Chinese bottle, pour in water and remove. After a while, then it makes it alkaline. Or get a people that does a water treatment plant to dose your water by putting a lot of chemical into the tank and make it alkaline. Now, such alkaline, the molecule structure of the water still remains intact. When you consume such water, it's still as regular water in molecules. It will stock up in your tummy, and for your body to have access to the alkaline content, your kidney need to help you to do breaking it down to a smaller unit before your body can consume it. Now, when you consume such alkaline, a lot of doctors do a lot of videos online says such alkaline is not eligible, is not good for you to consume for a longer period. So we need to desist from that. But Kangen water is an ionized system that separate bad electron from the water supply to the machine. And when you check the pH, it gives you one of the best pH. And that's the reason why we can consume up to 9.5 from Kangen water without obstructing anything with our body systems. But if it to be induction alkaline, in fact, you can't go more than 7.8 or thereabout, not even up to 8 pH. Okay? Now, this, for us to check pH, we need potential hydrogen. That is pH tester, and the chart. Chart start from 0 and end in 14. The middle of the chart is 7, which is neutral. And when you pour the anti-agent, once it's showing a dark green, that is neutral. That means it is not acidic and it's also not alkaline. Well, that is neutral water. But anything below 7 is acid. And acid leads to sicknesses in human body for longer consumptions. But anything above 7 is alkaline, which is healthy to human body. And we all know the presence of alkalinity in human body. Cancerous cells cannot survive. So I also have another video that will also tell you more about this alkaline. The same water we have, and we have the pH tester, and also the same water. So he's going to help us to drop it one by one, and the color will be coming out. And then you can now make the judgment. That is the tap water. Here is the arrow. This is the induction's alkaline water. Okay, but this will obstruct your human body. But the only natural one is there is Kangen water, which is the last one. All right, as you can see with the pH scales numbers. Now, before you consume Kangen, your body system is active. You know, you started consuming Kangen water, it moves the acid tissue in your body to alkaline. It begins to change the structures immediately and stop cancerous cells from being active in your human cell, from your body. But what's sugar? Sugar, it will not change because the acid there is very, very high. For you to neutralize a cup of sugar in human body, you need 33 cups of 9.5 from Kangen water. Now, a little drop of sugar into a healthy body, it moves the body from alkaline to acid. That is why you see sugar is one of the chemicals that causes cancerous cells in human body. That is the problem of people that have cancer. And that is why you see Kangen water help people that have cancerous cells in their body. Sorry, somebody said I should keep my background noise. There is no background noise on my end. I guess somebody is the one. I will advise that everybody should move themselves, which I will try to do. All right. So thank you. I believe it's better now. All right. Now that is it. So Kangen water is the only water that is natural, that is natural in alkaline, that human body can actually to help to have healthy body. The next is, here we have a doctor that did a research. His name is Dr. Otto Erik Warburg. He is a German doctor. He died some years ago. He did a research in 19 and got a Nobel Prize of Physiology in 1931. In his works, that metabolism of a tumor, it demonstrated that all forms of cancer are characterized by two basic conditions, which is acidosis and hypoxia. Hypoxia meaning is lack of oxygen in human body. The same oxygen that this guy is talking about is what you see in Enagic in Kangen water, the first property that we check. Now, cancerous tissue, they check the tissue of people that have cancer. They discover that it's acid because once a body have cancerous in human body, then if you check the tissue is acid, while a healthy tissue is alkaline. Now, it now says that the private cell, 35% of oxygen in 48 hours, that cancerous cells becomes, that cells become cancerous in human body. So Kangen water is one of the best way to treat anyone that have cancer in their body. The third property is called microclusters. Microcluster is talking about small water cluster that easy absorption. That if the water is micro in size unit, then it will be easy for human body to consume it. Human body is made up of 70 to 75% of water. So that means our body is more of water. So we need more of water for us to live healthy. You can see the statistical ratio of water in organs in human body. Now, why do you and I need micro water? Two reasons. Channel nutrient into the body, then detox channel waste out of the body. Now, channel nutrient, the nutrient that your body gets from food, and from supplement that you eat or you consume. Micro water will help you to take it to the body. Rather, the larger water will not be able to help because absorption of even larger water is not getting to human body. That's why you see most of our body is dehydration form. Now, when the water was able to micro your body, then there will be easy detoxification, that is getting waste out of the body. So getting waste out of the body. Because micro water will be the one to help to do all that. If water is micro, there is no how the water can be able to. There is no how. Microclustering is called beta hydration. Hydration means your body swim in water. When your body is able to hydrate, when the water is able to hydrate to your body, then there will be elimination of toxins. Regular water is H2O in clusters. It clusters together in form of ball. This is taken with microscopy. Human physical eyes cannot detect the structures of the water. So in molecule structure, it's about 15 to 20 in molecule. It clumps together. So this is what happened because it is large. This is what happens when you drink a regular water. It's stuck up in your tummy and be making gudu. You see that even at that period when you have drank enough, yet your body is sick, your mouth is actually to drink more because the water you drank is not hydrated to your body. The same water we go through Kangen machine, and Kangen separates the two parts, positive electron and negative electron. That will make the water to become micro. So in microness of Kangen water, make it between 5 to 6 in molecules, and easy absorption will happen to human body. There's another video that also helps us in order to understand the microness of this water. We have a tea bag. This is toluene. This tea is very, strong. That's why we're using it. We're having a tap water and also Kangen water. Now, Kangen water, because of the microcluster capability, the tea comes out immediately once it accesses it. This is what happened to human body. When you drink a regular water find it so difficult to penetrate through yourself, through your body. And that's, you see that you begin to feel a lot of dehydration, having headache or that, because our body is kind of water. Now, here what to do another one is to check the nutrient absorption into our body system. Regular water destroys the nutrient that your body consumes in fruits, in supplements, in food. Why Kangen water, we multiply it. You can see same size of tea, but Kangen water that was poured into it, it multiplies. The same thing happens to your body system. It makes you to get higher value in the food you are consuming, in the food you are consuming, in the supplement you are consuming. And at the same time, this, because of absorption rate of Kangen water, you can't use, it is not recommended for you to use Kangen water to take your doctor medication, because doctor prescribe your medication for you based on the absorption of regular water. So you don't use Kangen water to take your doctor medication. Use natural water, or when you have the Kangen machine in your home, there is a green button, click it, it will give you neutral water. Use to take your medication. Because absorption rate of Kangen water is more. That is why Kangen water is fantastic. It's able to help you to hydrate your body in order to help, to stop dehydration in human body. Are you aware that dehydration, when you have high BP, is also as a result of lack of water in your body? I want to give an analysis on that. Now, what causes your blood to clot in the arterial wall is as a result of lack of electron in fluids of water into your blood. That is why you see the blood begin to clot and cause what we call triglyceride, that is bad cholesterol in arterial wall that block the artery and causes pressure back to the heart. But when the Kangen water that contain the first property that will change, that first property is what makes Kangen water mostly better than any water that you want to talk about. And the last one, which is microclusters, because you can also get alkalinity in any other water. So Kangen water help through the body to solve a lot of problems in your body. By the time you started consuming it, it detoxifies you, it helps to sleep like a baby, and it also helps you to allow your body to be in a proper shape. Now, we're not just presenting a technology that is not being recognized or that is not being approved or endorsed by the professionals. We have a lot of doctors that approve this, not just approve, not just endorse, but write a book, not one, not two. First, I will talk about Dr. Rumishian. He is a co-inventor of colonoscopy. This guy practiced in Abaisi College of Medicine in New York. And he wrote a book called Enzyme Factor, which we are going to check today. Colonoscopy is a procedure where they put camera from your back end to have access to your internal system. This guy we are talking about is a co-inventor of that colonoscopy. And he wrote 4 books before he died, 2 years ago. And everything he wrote about his books is about Kangen technology. 2, Dave Carpenter. He is a naturopathy doctor. He's also an American. He wrote a book called Change Your Water, Change Your Life. That, you need to have it. He talks more about Kangen water than even the machine. Once you have that Change Your Water, Change Your Life, you can buy it in Amazon. All these books that I'm talking about, they are all in Amazon. You will read a lot about it. So if you have any disease in your body, read that book. You get to know how you can use Kangen water to solve your challenges in health-wise. Lastly, I want to talk about the 3 books that I have access to. Is Bob Wright, director of American Anti-Cancer Institute. He wrote a book called Killing Cancer, Not People. This guy, he had this body, and you know that this body, when anyone have cancer, they recommend them to go for chemo. But this guy said, no, I would rather save the life with Kangen machine or Kangen water than recommended to go for chemo, because chemo destroys the body because it's a targeted therapy. It weakens the body, the heart, and everything. So let's go through these books and see what they are saying about Kangen technology. We're going to go through first, Killing Cancer, Not People. Bob Wright said, step 3 of the diet cancer. He said, restructures ionizer could save your life. On page 158, said, I believe that ionizer water is mandatory baseline requirement for those with cancer. On page 168, he said, if I were looking for electrolysis unit today, I would choose SD501 made by Enagic company, simply the Rolls Royce of water ionizer, Kangen water, being in business for 30 years, because he wrote the book 19 years ago. Enagic celebrate 49 years in business. They run 20 years in Japan, supply, and in 1994, they produced the level look SD501, the domestic model, and which we are having around the world today. In 20-something years in US, okay, in France and all that, in so many countries, and here in Africa. On 170, he said, I have no financial interest in energy company, nor do I receive any remuneration for my recommendation. In US, nobody gives, endorsement of any product without being paid for. But these people, they do it because they know that this is a saving life. And that's why they are putting it into writing, into a books, in order to save the upon generation to be able to see that this technology can actually save a lot of life by adopting it into your home. Lastly, we're going to look at Dr. Romishinya, like I said, professor of surgery in Abatisi College of Medicine, New York, and chief endoscopy. Endoscopy is putting the camera from the mouth, again, access to internal systems. You can see it perform over 360 of colonoscopy before it died 2 years ago. On the book of this enzyme factor, page 159, said, Kangen water is alkaline rich water, the pH 8 to 9, and it considered the very best of drinking water because of its incomparable power of hydration, detoxification, and antioxidation. This is 3 properties that we just discussed earlier. Here is the first book that he wrote. Then the rejuvenation enzyme is the last book that he wrote. We need to check the testimony of Dr. Romishinya. This is inflammation. Inflammation is as a result of accident in the body that causes the body to begin to tap in all the calculated or in the cartilage in the joint of the body that lead to, body inflammations. You can see 3 months after drinking Kangen water, because of the toxic effect and also because of the presence of alkalinity, you can see the result is amazing. The next is someone that is having cancer, but this is a breast cancer at 45 years, breast cancer with chronic constipation. Because of the toxic effect, the toxification effect of Kangen water, the colon, everything, all the residue is clean up. That's why you see when you begin to drink Kangen water, your pee begins to increase. Very important. Then your pee, your pooing, it makes easy. Your bowel moves naturally without you need to stress yourself in order for you to defecate. This is the wonder of Kangen water in human body. Once you're able to get rid of dirt in the colon, then you'll be able to, elevate your life. We also have another person, testimony recorded by Dr. Romishinya. This is someone that is having cancer and already on chemo. Chemo have already destroyed the whole system. It burned both the good and the bad cells in the body systems. And that's why you see everything is burnt. 3 months of consuming Kangen water. But when it comes to times of cancer, in order to facilitate, especially people that is already, they already lost hope, like testimony they're going to share next. This lady, it got to us in month of August, and at that time, she's having a cancer. I can't even remember the name of the cancer, but it's already on stage 4. She already lost hope. She has finished her 6 doses of chemo in Bangkok University. And I remember that they weigh her in. 2 people weigh her in to our office in Maryland, the first place that will start the sharing of water in Lagos. And this lady, she has already lost hope in life of living. So our friend called her, there's a miracle water in Maryland, and she said she's looking for a miracle. After since she's finished her chemo, yet sleeping becomes a lot of problems. Energy, everything is gone. And they brought her. The photograph we are seeing is 5 weeks after she started taking Kangen water. 11.5, we get her with a little of 11.5 and give her more of 9.5. 5 weeks after, the result is amazing. You can see the air. If you see her now, you won't recognize her anymore because she's living a good life. She has a center in Oregon there in Kenya. Now, Kangen water, Kangen machine produce 5 different types of water. The first one is what I just discussed, which is Kangen water, the one we drink. It have a steps of pH of from 8.5 to 9.0 or 9.5. You can actually step the pH as you acquire the machine. The next button is called clean water. Clean water is 7.0, which is neutral. This is good for medication, but basically, when you have the machine in your home, is a baby water. Now, baby cannot be given Kangen water because we are naturally born as alkaline. That's why when you go to where a baby is born, there is a wonderful smell that comes there. But when you go to old people's home, because of acid, they are already dominant in the human body, a lot of bad smells. So babies are not giving Kangen water. Rather, you give baby clean water. Presently in Nigeria, a lot of doctors tell at NABA to give babies water until 7 months to 8 months because most water in Nigeria are acid. When you give it to a baby, it may get to have constipation. That's why you are not allowed to give them water. But when you have Kangen machine in your home, because it is neutral water, so baby can consume it naturally without any effect in their body systems. So the next water is called beauty water, fantastic water. Now, beauty water, how do you get beauty water from Kangen machine? You can get it directly by pressing beauty button, or when water goes through Kangen machine, the positive electron coming from the back hand is beauty water. That is the wastewater we are talking about. Why we're having this disturbance of noise, trying to do most everyone. Okay. Now, the water dispensed from the back end of this machine is beauty water. That means it is not waste. Okay, you can actually collect it and put it in a bottle and use it as a spray to help your body to get rid of the wrinkles, all the sunburn. Beauty water is perfect. It moistures your skin and nourishes your skin. It makes your skin to become like a baby's skin. It makes your skin to become like a baby's skin. We see how your body begin to moisturize. Okay, thank you. Now, it nourishes your skin, and your skin will absorb the water faster as it gets, because the pH of the water coming out from the back end of the machine is 5.5, and our skin is between 5 to 6, which is fantastic water for the body to absorb. It's the best active water for body to absorb, because our skin is active. It's only internal body we need alkaline water. So get Kangen water, machine, and you have access to all this water we're talking about. The fourth water is called 11.5, which is strong Kangen water. This is 11.5. This particular one is not heritable. It's not allowed for you to drink, only if you have serious, like I said, serious health challenge. You're only allowed to drink it a little while. But if you're having what call it, kidney failures, no, you can't even take 9.5 on top of 11.5. The best water for someone who have kidney problem is neutral water. Okay. Outside that, whatever diseases you're having, okay, if it is very chronic, you can take a little. But the people that need more of 11.5 are people that have cancer in their body system. They only need to take it a little bit, while they gush in more of 9.5 and resolve their missing. Now, what do you use 11.5 water for? When you have Kangen machine in your home, how do you watch your vegetables? Now, the genesis of vegetables is coming from the farm. Now, farmers use oil-based chemical to filter to the farm. The reason for that fact is because they want a produce, they want the produce to be more when they are harvesting. And in order to protect the farm from rodent, from pesticide, from pet or whatever, they need to spray it with chemicals, and they use oil-based chemical. Why they use oil-based chemical is because when the rain fall on the farm, the chemical will not be washed, because farmers know that oil and water don't mix. That's why they use oil-based chemical. But after harvesting these crops, they will bring it to the market, and we bring it to our home. The chemical is still there. They are not being removed. Let's watch how you can use 11.5 from Kangen machine to go green in your home. We have a video. Now, like I said, farmers use oil-based chemical because farmers know that oil and water don't mix it. So here we have sesame oil. We also have tap water. Tap water and oil cannot mix. Oil will stay afloat, water go down. Or that law will be broken tonight. You can see it. The oil stay afloat, water goes down. Water and oil cannot be broken. But in case of 11.5 is microness in size. is able to break and emulsify the oil. Pour the oil and the water, everything mixed together. The same thing will happen to farm produce. What will happen to this tomato? The same, your beans, your rice, your turkey, all farm produce, your banana, everything, you can soak them with 11.5. Tap water cannot remove anything from the fruits. Only dust and sand. But 11.5, all the chemicals that the farmer, sorry for that, all the chemical that the farmer has put on the, everything will be removed by 11.5. Tap water cannot remove anything. Only the dust can be removed. All the chemicals from the farm, everything is intact. So when you consume them, you are still consuming both the chemicals, and all these chemicals contribute to the state of our health, to the state of our being. So that is why I say, Kangen machine, having it in your home, which it is a thing that every home needs to have, because you need to go green. All the chemicals, all the pesticide, all the herbicide, you can see what you are seeing in that water is not a tea. It is the pesticide, the herbicide. We even learned these days that in Nigeria that a lot of people are using what do you call it, sniper to preserve beans. That's why these days you can't see any ant or whatever in the beans because of the chemical that have been used to send those things away. But when you soak your beans in 11.5 before cook, you see the chemical line. Then you can now use 9.5 to cook your food in your home. You can see the same thing on this strawberry. The regular water is one that cannot bring anything, while the 11.5 bring out all the chemicals. If it's not safe to breathe, how can it safe to eat? The guy protects himself. If this is water, does he need to protect himself like this? But because this is chemical and it's very, very harmful. So we need to be aware of this. Be on the known so that you can protect yourself and your family. Kangen machine produce 5 different types of water. The last water, which is called strong acid water, which I'm going to talk about the last. Now, it's a sanitary water. How do you get it? When you click 11.5 button from the machine, the back end of the hose will produce, which is a positive strong water, will give you sanitary water. As a matter of fact, in Japan, Kangen machine is used in those days in Japan, in hospital, the 2.5 is used to sterilize equipment in hospital. It's used to sterilize equipment in hospital. So 2.5 is a sanitary water. It destroys germs, 99.9% of germs. So you can use it in the house, mopping on the floor, cleaning your computer, cleaning your table, mopping your gland, cleaning your glass and everything. And all the germs around are in trouble. And also, it's also very good on human skin. You can use it to stop the blood that is clothes. You can use it to spray on your skin affected area. If you have a gangrene, wound that is not healing, as a result of too much of high sugar in the body, that is diabetics, and the wound is not being healed, you can use 2.5 on the outer body, or a breast cancer that is already having a pus, you can spray 2.5 while you are drinking 9.5, and some other water we recommend with 11.5 to kill the germs or to kill the cancerous cells in the human body, and the outer body, the 2.5 can be sprayed on it in order to heal up the body from the in, out to outer body. So 2.5 is also amazing water. So let's look at the result of 2.5 in human body. Here we have someone that have eczema. You can see 2 weeks of applying this and also drink 9.5 to help the internal body, while the 2.5 take care of the outer body. The result is amazing. Here we have psoriasis. this skin disease is a very stubborn disease. Or 2.5 death with its outer body, while 9.5 death with its internal body. The result is amazing. We also have another person who has work. This man work in General Hospital in Kota Kinabalu will land at 15 good years. This man be carrying this problem around. But 60 days of our sex, Kangen water, and spray 2.5 at the outer body, you can see the result with yourself. The result is amazing. This is Suzanne in Singapore. Also a case of psoriasis. You can see the result in 2 months. It's amazing. I'm telling you, my brother, machine is a technology that every home in Nigeria need to have access to this. Now, a lot of certificates, a lot of recognition, a lot of certified by different bodies, different countries of the world, give it to and also to Kangen machine. But we like to talk about 3 certificates. First, Ministry of Health in Japan, over 6,500. It's called DAPA. It's a body. They run through level look as if one all the 5 water coming out from the machine to check what is there, and they gave a report back to Ministry of Health. Ministry of Health in Japan has to give medical device certification to Kangen machine. 2, ISO, International Standard Organization, give 13,485 certification. The same number given to all medical equipment around the world, given to Kangen machine. Thirdly, in 2003, the energy company moved to the United States of America and set up the first office, Water Quality Association of the United States of America. Also give a gold seal on Kangen machine. That's why every Kangen machine you buy, you're going to see this stamp on the body, and they put USA there. That is a sign of recognition, of a sign of product. This is fantastic product from the table of energy company. No other organization in the world have these 3 certificates. If it is not Kangen, it can never be a Kangen. Now, as we have discussed, Kangen machine produce 5 different tools which we have explained. You don't call Kangen, or you don't call it what do you call it? Water purifier or alkaline machine. No, you either call it medical device or Kangen machine. That is what you can call it. Now, here is the factory in Lusaka, Japan, producing this wonderful technology that we are presenting to you tonight. From everything is done in this factory, and every technician is allocated to one machine, and a serial number we are allocated, and that serial number is also inculcating to your what do you call it? To your 5 years warranty. So if anything happens to the machine, they know the technician that actually take care of it. No part is being bring from any company. Energy produced everything in this factory since 1974. That distinguishes energy from every other companies of the world. It is a high value, and ISO certified and GMP, that is good manufacturing practices, also certify this technology we are presenting to you today. Now, do you see value in this machine? If you see value in this machine, what value can you place? If you know you have a value you can place on this machine, I want you to go to the chat box, type 777. 777 is a response from you that what you are listening to today is a fantastic presentation, and also is a wonderful technology that you are seeing. Mr. Dr. Fato Imbo for the 777 you hit on the box there. So if you also see the value in what I'm presenting, and you see this technology as a thing that your family need, that thing you need to get your family, go to the chat box, type 777. Thank you, Shika. I appreciate you. Thank you, Dorothy Atajiru. I appreciate you for that, your encouragement. Okay. Now, I want to go further. The best gift you can give to your family. It is the best gift you can give to your family. Level look as if 501 medical device is a medical device. Flashing model 7 solid titanium platinum plate. That is the mechanism that works inside this machine. I want to appreciate everyone in Kiru, Okonko. I appreciate you for the 777. Aderoke, Babatope. I also appreciate you. Thank you for the encouragement. I appreciate you all. Now, is the best gift you can give to your family. Here, I want to talk about the value. Today, the value is 3,480 euro if you are buying in Nigeria. If you are in Nigerian soil, you are buying 3,480. Somebody join up from United States of America. If you want to buy level look SD501 in US, it's $4,000. Then you're going to pay. But we are buying directly from France, so we pay 3,480 euro. Now, we have office in Nigeria, so we are paying equivalent of that in Naira, 2,970,000, including shipping to anywhere your location is in Nigeria. Anywhere you're in Nigeria, just make a payment. We're going to display the company account. Just make a payment and send me or send to your leader the receipt of your payment and give your ID card, either your national, international ID card, or maybe international passport or driver or photo card that contain your name the way it is in the bank. Then give your email address and your phone number, your machine and your complete address. The machine will be sent to your house address. Once you receive, you let us know. They will now arrange how your machine can be installed. Now, I'm telling you, this is the best gift you can give to your family. If you agree with me that it's the best gift you can give to your family, go to the chat box again. Hit 777. 77 is the number of success tonight. Hit it on the chat box if you agree with me that the best gift you can give to your family. Now, you know, money can put you in a corner that maybe you cannot afford it, but I want to tell you that it's not your fault. Because even me, when I started this business in August last year, I couldn't afford the machine. But thank God today I have one in my kitchen. Okay. Now, the only thing I want you to see beyond of just having the machine. That is how many people can drink Kangen water in the next 2-3 years in their home, and it's going to be gotten through your network. Use other people money to get what you need. That is, make a sales of the machine, sell to your customer, use your name to buy it so that you can have a business account, then deliver to your customer, then build the business. Once you make a commission, then you can buy your machine. That is how a smart guy like me do, to have my own machine. And today, I smile to the bank. I smile to the bank every day as the machine is being processed in our office. But I tell you, all you need to do is this: believe in this vision, share the demo, invite people to join our Zoom, invite people to come to our office in Adeni Jones, and let's share to them. Let the demo share the machine. Don't you ever sell the machine with yourself, but allow the demo. From the demo, they will see the value. Then when they see the value, they can place order on their own machine. Now, the best gift you can give to your family: SD501, 3,480 euro, only medical grade water machine, ISO 13,485 medical standard, only machine that can produce 11.5 and 2.5. No other machine in the world can do that. No other ionization machine will do that. 5 years warranty. This is awesome. Now, I do tell people that instead of you to put a whole lot of money and buy a car that loses value, if you buy a car today and you drive it out of the car shop, it has lost minimum of 5 to 6 or 7% of the value. In the next 5 years, that your car you buy brand new today is no longer in vogue. In fact, you become like yesterday because you afford the current car again. So why putting in 20 million to buy a car? Why don't you put 17 million to buy a car and use 3 million to acquire this? Because that's your money that you have. Kangen machine will help you to enjoy your 3 million naira. It is not much to acquire something that will keep the health of your family. 25 years minimum lifespan use. A car you buy today In 25 years, if you have not thrown it into a trash bin, then you are no longer called a living, only struggling in life. But in 25 years, Kangen machine that you put a positive investment of Kangen machine today, in 25 years, is still very strong that you are using it in your home, producing the same quality of water. The machine have patented e-cleaning systems. That is, it does auto cleaning. Times you are, the machine will say cleaning. Once it say cleaning, then put the hose, allow the water to run through. Once that happens, the machine will welcome you again and say 9.5 or whatever setting it is, tell you 9.5 Kangen water is available, so you can start collecting. So then we also have what we call cleaning, which the material is already in your machine. Once it is dispatched to your home, which in the next 1 or 2 years, you don't need to even come and buy what you need to use to service it. And to do deep cleaning, you have a video you can send to you, you can do yourself, or within my reach, okay, I can come down to help you, to teach you how to do it, or I send you the video, I guide you online, something that anybody can do. So you need to do this every 2-3 months that you use the machine. I mean, doing the service every 2-3 months, then every 2 years, the company say you need to bring it down to the office in Adeniji for just a service. We got to know that the last week when you have a mini meeting with the branch head. Now, we look at 3 million naira distributing in 15 years in terms of water consumption. You'll be spending at least 400 naira every day in the next 15 years. After 15 years, the machine becomes zero. As in, the money is gone. You have consumed the whole 3 million naira that you have invested in it. But if you look at what you are paying on water alone, let's not look at the aspect of health, but the consumption of what you are spending on water that we don't even count. This is what you want to talk about, that you put on the machine, or is it the bottled water or the pure water you call pure that is not pure? So all these things gushing out of our pocket. You even put a borehole in your house and yet you cannot drink. But having Kangen water machine installed with your borehole, the result is amazing. Then that is the end of spending money on water again. So it is a positive investment in longer time. Here is the company account. So you can screenshot it, have it. Once you make payment, get the receipt of 2,970,000 sent to us. We are getting level look SD 501. That is the price. So thank you for that. So that is the first section. So if you have a question, so I want to make the floor open before I go to the second part. I think I need to run to the second part. If you have a question, I think keep it. Let me quickly run the second part so that we can quickly take all the questions together. Then we call it a day. Now, the second part of this will actually amaze you, because that is the reason why you see me on this call tonight, because I'm a businessman. And any product that I see that it is a need of the people, I champion it and I go to the last. Because when I was told about this product, the product I was marketing before now, the highest is 28,000 naira. You can imagine somebody that is selling product that is 28,000 naira before and now graduate to selling millions of products. It takes a large heart to do that. It took me a whole 5 good days to compress, to see the light, to see the belief, to see the do, to see the acceptance of this product going on in the whole Nigeria. I didn't look at within myself, my economic situation. I did not look at that, because if I use myself as a I would say this product will not move. But I look at the value that people is going to get by having access to this technology in their home. That makes me, and the testimony I got even within myself, within 4 days that I drink the water. So that pushed me to say, this product, we're going to sell it to every nook and cranny of this nation. So I wanted to open your eyes. Join me as I run through the business plan part of Enagic company. Enagic as a business is a proven device for mass market. Now, statistics show that every country that this company go to, most people that actually invest and buy the machine are the people that you never expect that they can afford it, simply because they place a higher value on health, and that makes them to buy the machine. So you don't judge, don't prejudge, don't look at someone and say, this fellow cannot afford to buy this machine. Rather, your job is share the water. Your job is invite them to join the demo, invite them to join the Zoom, invite them to see the live demonstration. In fact, if you have people that you want to organize a private Zoom with them, please get me. I'm ready to do with you. Now, when you see people, share the water with them, share the information with them, allow them to make up their mind. Another thing in the sharing of the water, you never know what your neighbor is passing through until you share with them Kangen water. We have a lot in the area of neighbor. That's why you see in my presentation, I talk about your neighbor. Even the word of God says that live peace among your neighbors. Now, I do tell people, if you want to run energy business successfully, if you are having a grudges with your neighbor, this is the time to solve that dispute. And make peace with them, because you never know the connection your neighbor will bring to you. Because I've seen a lot of people how their neighbors have been bringing connection to boost their business. Now, over 5 billion have generated in section of selling this technology around the world. Over 1.5 to 2 million machines in so many families around the world drinking Kangen water. So my brother, join the lover of Kangen water. I have a question for you before we go for that. Do you anyone that drink water? If you know, go to the chat box, type 777. Because Adeyemi, I know the person, people that drink water, because everyone will drink water. And that is your prospect, and also that is my prospect. So let's go further. This company is being on in history over 48 years. We need to upgrade to 49 years, because last Thursday we celebrate 49 years in existence in Lusaka, Japan. Right now, as I'm talking to you, Mr. Simon is in Lusaka, Japan. And if you believe in this technology and you want to join us in Japan next year to celebrate 50 years of energy companies being in existence, go to the chat box, type 777. I believe that if you believe in that, you will type it and we move. Because if you don't believe it, you can't have it. Since over 49 years in business, ISO 13485, thank you for that. Time tested proof endorsed by Dr. Shinya, American Anti-Cancer Institute, over 6,500 doctors, Japanese of prevention and adult disease, JAPA. First used in Japan hospital in 1994, domestic unit produced in 1994. 5 years warranty, SD501. One lifetime purchase, 20 to 25 years. My brother, my sisters, your machine will serve you as long as you live. The only machine that you're going to use for a lifetime. Okay, Enagic as a business, no monthly qualification. This is the juicy part and the best of this business. Once you buy the machine, only one you need. Then you have your business account, then you begin to share the water, and when they want to buy, you begin to fill your name as a sponsor of them, who introduce them to Enagic company. Then you begin to earn on inventory. No annual renewal. The sales is accumulated sales. That is, you registered, let's assume you register like 3 or 4 persons. Those 4 begin to register on people you have direct and indirect. All total will be, reflect your advancement in the systems. Now, international borderless sponsoring. What that simply means, for example, somebody in New York, no, in California, on Monday is going to make a purchase of the machine. under one of my leaders, which I'm coordinating him from Nigeria here. Now, once you have your Enagic ID in Nigeria, you can connect someone in France, in Canada, in Ghana, in South Africa, anywhere in the world, and you earn your euro in Nigeria. The marketing plan that pays us is actually patented, and here is the patented certificate. And you agree with that African market and Nigerian market is on tap, because how many people know Enagic or Kangen machine presently? So my brother, my sister, join us as we distribute this product around Africa, not just Nigeria alone. Now we have a marketing plan, but multi-level marketing plan. We have a lot of plan, because this is my 20-something years in running network marketing. I left my photo business and I come into network marketing in 2002. And every country in my life that I visited, all my property that I achieved in life, it is through network marketing. But energy company is very, very different from all this. So what the company do is they only bring one to show to you, but one of the plans out of 7 plans we have in network marketing, they are bringing to you a binary plan, which they want to make a comparison. But just to showcase it, in this, you need to do a lot of PN, a lot of balancing and all that, which sometimes you have a lot of money stuck in the system that you are beginning to balance in order to tap the money out. But energy plan, there is nothing of such. This is you, once you own a machine or you buy the machine. You can sell with your ID to as many as possible in your direct. When your direct make a sales, you have indirect sales, then you have through sales. Now, energy pays 10 different payments. 10 different payments, but we're going to discuss only number 1 and 2 today. That is 8A and 8-point commissions, also education allowance. Now, under 8 point, when the machine is sold, company will receive 480 euro, and they will budget 1,640 euro. We budgeted and divided with 8. And the answer in pairs of visa will be 205. 205 will be the answer, and that will be distributed and 8 people who make the machine. This is how you buy a machine. Your position is 1A. Once you sell to a first customer, that is when you begin to earn commission. At buying of machine, you are not earning anything. You only have your machine. I also have a business account. This is make a sales, then now begin to earn. On your first sales, you are taking 1 point. That is 205. Second sales, 205 euro. When you are earning 205 times 2, that is 410. When your cumulative is up to 10 machine, use your ID to do number 11, then you will move to 3A and earn on that single machine 650 euro. Once your cumulative is 20 machine, use your ID to do number 21, then you become 4A, you are earning 820 euro on that single machine. Once your cumulative is 50 machine, use your ID to do number 51, then you move to 5A and you earn 1,025 euro. Once your cumulative is 100 machine, no man, this is the leaders. Once you have 100 machine cumulative, your promotion will become 6A, and on that single machine you sold, you are earning 1,230 euro, and you become a leader. If you look at this plan, the indirect, I'm not talking about it because this slide only teaches us to talk about direct sales and rank advancement and commissions direct. But the next will help us to know more about this plan. Everything in green, note your commission. This is you. Once you sell your first to your first customer, which is a Mr. Tom, you are earning what? 205. When you sell to Mr. Alex, you earn 205. When you sell to Rose family, you become 2A. And you promoted to what? 2A, and you earn 205 times 2, that's 410. Now, Tom sent to Chris, you are 805. That is at the top you see N 205. Gray said to Poly said to Ato said to Yemi said to Ade up to 8 levels deep. On Storm legs up to 8, on Alex line up to 8 levels deep. On Rose line, you be any times 2. Every sale that Rose make, because Rose is your promotional line, you earn 2 points per machine. If Rose said 10 machine, you are earning 4 times 10. So at this point, you decided to sell to Kim while your cumulative is not up to 10. So you will not be promoted. You see remain at Kim stand for 2A line. You earn what? 410. So Kim said 3 machine. What happened? You are earning 410, 410. Kim is your 2A line. So you are still earning per line. That is 410 per machine. On this note, your cumulative is now what? 10. So if you use your ID to set number 11, so make family, promoted to what? 3A, and you earn 615 euro. When you earn 615 euro, what happens? If money make a sense of the machine, you are earning the same 600. On that note, Annie is under Kim. It's sold 3 machines. So you are earning 410 each, 410 each. Bob is under Annie. It's sold 3 machines. You are earning what? 410, 410 each. Why you are saying that? The 8 point, you are still within that 8 point. But it's just that you are taking 2 points per machine. John is lying down the forces to Dawn. John will take 1 point, that is 205. Now, Bob will take 2 points, Annie 2 points, Kim 2 points. If you total it together, that's 7 points. You have made that 1. So you are taking 1 point from the machine. So you are not any, rather 205. John said the second one, you see N205. Immediately John said third machine. John will be promoted to 2A, which is down line, John to become 2A line. So John with 2 points, Bob 2 points, Annie 2 points, Key 2 points, 8 points is complete. On this note, on that machine, you are not any shishi or dime from that. If you look at it, is it fair? To me, it is fair because the company is showing the area of sincerity, telling you that this is when your income will stop. Unlike other companies that will tell you, you will earn to infinity, while they know that you never earn to infinity. Even though it's 1 billion they are sharing, there is an end to everything. The company tell you that this is what your end will stop. But if you look at what happened here, your cumulative is already above. So if you do number 21 to Tony family, you moved to 4A and 820 euro. So if this is the sale of the machine, let's say 10 machine, you are earning 820 times 10. So someone comes in because your cumulative is already 50 machine. So someone will promote you to what? 5A, which is my position. Then you earn 1,025 euro on Simon machine. Now, once your cumulative hits 100, which I will hit any moment, that means you have generated 100 machine cumulative, both direct and indirect. Then, do number 101 to Sam so that you can be promoted to 6A. And under Sam machine, you are taking 1,230 euros. On this note, anytime Sam make any sales, you are earning the same. If you also buy, once you become 6A, you are now a leader. Dan, remember Dan, that you are not making any money from. Immediately you become 6A, Dan will open for you to earn. Anytime Dan make a sales or anybody that fall, any on your line that is already out of your 8 point, you'll be anyone we call education allowance of 130 euro per machine. That's the awesomeness of Enagic wonderful plan. The second payment. Next is, once you become 6A, you join the career path. The career path is what is making me to say, here, we are going to move this business to the next level. Now, 6A, you are now a leader. You will join career path immediately. The same will pay you $3,000 once you become 6A positions. This is a promotional one-time bonus. Once you become 6A, encourage 2 of your line 6A each, so that you be promoted to 6A2 and you earn $6,000, while your downline will take $3,000 each. Once that happens, encourage 2 of them to come to 6A2, 6 each, then you move to 6A2, that's 2. Then you earn $12,000 outside your 8 point, outside your education allowance. Now, 6A2, that's 3. When 2 of your downline become 6A2, that's 2. This is my short-term goal, and I give it 1.5 years to achieve this. This, once you become 6A2-3, you are taking $25,000 one-time reward and $5,000 basic every month. Because of that, that's why I make it the short-time goal. Okay, so you too can also set your own goal. Once you can believe it and you can do the work. What I mean is, you can pay the price. No price, I mean no pain, no gain. No pain, no gain. That is it. Once you can see it happening, you can see that a lot of people be taking Kangen machine, taking Kangen water in their home. Once you can see it happen in the spiritual realm, in physical, in visualization, then physically it will come to pass. Only the belief and begin to work towards it. Now, once you help 2 of your downline to come to C2-3, then you move to C2-4, they get $50,000 one-off and $10,000 basic incentive. Next, encourage 2 of them to come to C2-4 so that you can become 6A2-5. Then you earn $100,000 one-off and $25,000 basic incentive. Lastly, where we're going to stop tonight, encourage 2 of your downline to come 6A2-5 so that you can become 6A2-6. This is our long time goal that we're going to achieve. At this note, you earn $200,000 off and $20,000 basic incentive. Here is wonderful plan of Enagic. And I want to appreciate everyone on call. And I also want to make the floor open for question and answer. We need to take also the questions and also the product questions. Please, can you kindly unmute yourself? A lot of people raising hand. If you have hand up, kindly unmute and take over the floor as your question. Thank you.